understand all of the ballot measures passed by a majority. The budget passed by a majority, and all of those officers who were on the ballots also won their positions. So hopefully that clarifies for everyone. Okay, back to you, boss.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's do this.
I don't got no more to do.
Hope everybody's comfortable because I'm now free and clear. All right. Hey, we got pins. Squirrel. Yep, distractions. Here it goes. Have we met? Oh. All right. Sergeant at Arms.
Yes, sir.
Don't move yet. I didn't tell you to do it. I just said Sergeant at Arms. Have the officers of the Oregon State Elks Association of Benevolent Protective Order of Elks of the United States of America been duly elected for the oncoming year?
They have you.
Thank you. You can sit down now. Members and guests, it is my duty to lift the burden of office from those who have borne it for the last year, and to transfer to their successors the responsibilities for the administration of the affairs of this Oregon State Elks Association for the ensuing year. Retiring Kim Duty, President Kim Duty, your service to this order and to this association is not over. Your interest in this association will continue in the years to come, and your experience should always be available to those who seek it. All of the retiring officers deserve the gratitude of the association and its members for the time and energy they have devoted to this serving of the state association. These outgoing officers certainly deserve our praise and appreciation. We all give them a hand, please. Oh, this is where I'm going to change the script a little bit. Since we're in Zoom land, well, the camera's not on me, thank goodness. We're going to change up the script a little bit. So, Mr. Sergeant at Arms, will you please proceed to the spot marked with the orange tape down there and face that wall? Thank you. I'm just following the script. I don't know why you guys are laughing. I'm just somber as a judge up here.
He said he'd do it.
All right, you ready? And the cheese stands alone. Okay, here we go. Now, Madam Secretary,
Yes.
you will now call the names of the officers elect. When your name is called, please get in line to the right of our Sergeant at Arms. On the green line, because the camera's got to catch you. Oh, I'll get out of the way.
That's okay.
For President, Richard Shipley. President-elect, Ben Adams. Vice President, Nick Betancourt. Vice President, Steve Malone. Vice President, Blake Whitson. Vice President, Julie Smith-Tittle. Vice President, David Backlund. Vice President, Frank Saccone. Chair of the Trustees, Gary Miller. Trustee Steve May. Trustee Ed Palmer. Trustee Polly Stoner. Trustee Joyce Middleton. Trustee Tim Horn. Trustee Randy Morgan.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. There we go. Well, I skipped all that stuff. Officers elect. Wow, you're even on the line. I'm impressed. Do you each accept the duties and responsibilities of the office for which you have been elected? All right. At this time, I'll ask all of you to rise so that the chaplain will ask for God's guidance and blessing.
Let thy blessing, we beseech thee, Almighty God, rest upon the exercises of this hour, Grant that the members who have been entrusted with the affairs of the association for the coming year may be guided in the discharge of their duties. May they realize that no finer contribution can be made than that of true and inspiring service. For the work accomplished by those who have guided the affairs of the association for the past year, we are grateful. Bless this association, and may we all unite in a common and inspiring effort for its improvement in the coming year. May all be done to thy honor, we ask in thy name. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. Not you guys. You guys. Sure. Get a little ditty music. Oh, sorry. Is that it? There's a lot more badges on the table.
That's what they're pointed.
Oh, okay.
Next spot.
Can I move on?
Yes.
Thank you. Officers-elect, before investing you with the insignia of your office, you will be now required to take a solemn oath to faithfully perform your duties to the best of your ability. Are you willing to take such an oath? It says here you're supposed to say, I will.
Yeah.
Okay. You will each place your left hand over your heart. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. In the presence of God and this association of Elks, I do solemnly promise and swear to conform with and maintain the Constitution, statutes, rules, and regulations of the Grand Lodge of the Benevolent Protective Order of Elks and the Constitution and bylaws of the Oregon State Elks Association. I also promise and swear to practice the virtues of charity, justice, and brotherly love, and with fidelity to perform the duties of the office to which I have been chosen. To the best of my ability, and may God help me and keep me steadfast as an officer of this association. Amen. At ease. The statutes of the Grand Lodge and the bylaws of the Oregon State Elks Association set forth your duties very plainly. It is not necessary for me to impress upon you your responsibilities. The members of this association have placed a great deal of confidence in you, and that confidence will never be shaken as long as you perform the duties of the office willingly, faithfully, and with dignity to the best of your ability. Sergeant at Arms, will you please conduct President Rick Shipley to a podium while I will stop there. Go ahead and conduct him on up there. Stay. Sit, Joe. All right. Now, with the arrest of the newly elected and installed officers, normally the past day presidents would give you your badges. That has already been done. Please take a seat at your leisure. Well, not at your leisure, now. Want to turn that? I really don't want it turned, but. I mean, I don't. Hello. Okay, here we go. When completed. Where'd he go? President Shipley. Oh, I gotta give you stuff. I present to you this gavel, the emblem of authority. Use it with firmness and decision, always considering what is best for this association and for the order. May you be guided by wisdom and direction, and may the influence of charity, justice, and brotherly love prompt you to rule with fidelity. You don't get it yet. As your first official act, you will now announce the list of the appointed officers who will assist you in your incoming year.
Do you want us to line up next to this?
Oh, sorry. I forgot. I'm back. Sergeant at Arms, please continue down there to your appointed orange dot. And as the appointed officers are named, please line up to the right of our Sergeant at Arms. Is that better? In a second.
I am proud to appoint the officers for 2021 and 2022. Photographers Carol Plitz and Tom Winters. Organist Dean Lemire. Assistant Tyler Eric Michael. Tyler Bill Tittle. Assistant Inner Guard Tom Sagers. Inner Guard Joel Bowie. Chaplain Corey Sweeney. Assistant Sergeant at Arms Bruce Wilkinson. He's not here? Okay, thank you. Sergeant at Arms Bill Rhodes. Treasurer Don Lewis. And Executive Secretary Emma Pletz.
You're gonna skip that part. Are we doing badges? Oh, okay. We messed up, Blake. We probably should have left it there so they could see all the appointed ones. Get off here. Bye. You good? All right. Do each of you accept the office for which you have been appointed? Actually, it says I do under that one. The first official act of your president has conferred upon you a distinct honor. This affords you the opportunity to be a real service to your association. I urge you to show your appreciation of the honor your president has bestowed upon you by loyal and industrious service. Through efficient and dignified performance of your duties, hit a snag. Oh, it says the Sergeant at Arms will now assist the state presidents, but we've done that with the badges, so we're going to move on. They don't go to their respective stations. And with that said, you all are excused. Back to your seats. Congratulations. President Rick. Who's your new Sergeant at Arms? Bill Elks? Okay. All right. State Sergeant of Arms, Mr. Rhodes. For your first official act, would you please escort the First Lady of the Oregon State Elks Association, Pam Shipley, up here for us? Dais, that's what I was looking for. Every time I think of Dice, I think of dice, and I first off to Vegas. First Lady Pam. Oops. No, sorry. I got rid of myself. Ladies first. State President Rick. Oh, that doesn't even sound right. Would you please present this badge to your wife? Sorry, I got to do a quick change.
I know our kids are watching. Seriously?
She says our kids are watching.
Okay.
You're supposed to take a little more time than that. First Lady Pam.
Yes.
You give me the honor of putting this badge on your husband.
Thank you.
He still is your husband, right?
Take your time. My first husband. Just never know. Here you go, dear.
We're doing a tie tying seminar for you folks in Lane.
Dublin.
Hey, not bad. Look at that.
Looks good.
That'll be a first.
You help me out, will you? My arms are too damn short. Thanks, Rick. Oh, it's a little short. Hey, easy. All right. See? You do good.
Yes, you look good.
All right. Forgot I didn't have time to fold it or whatever. Now, in the name of the authority of the Grand Lodge and the Benevolent Protective Order of Elks of the United States of America and the Oregon Elks State Association, I do hereby declare and proclaim the officers of this association duly installed. Congratulations.
Now I can use this.
So, yeah.
Okay, just follow this.
Pam.
Where'd you do the script? Oh.
We'll take a moment while they find the other script.
So we did installation of officers. Now you're on plans.
Okay. So now I'm going to go to unfinished business. Sergeant at Arms, Bill Rhodes. Would you please escort Doug Riggs and his lovely companion Joyce to the podium? Ken. Yeah. Doug and Joyce, I have a resolution for you. Whereas Doug Riggs has served this association for a number of years, and whereas Doug served the past 7 years as trustee with distinction and leadership, therefore be it resolved, the Oregon State Elks Association and convention assembled extend to Brother Riggs the sincere appreciation of every officer, committee person, and member for the continued dedication to the work of the association. Signed this 24th day of April, 2021, myself and Executive Secretary Emma Pletz. Congratulations. Thank you.
Now the bag goes to Doug. Oh, I'm sorry. The bag goes to Doug.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Congratulations.
You don't want to open the bag?
You want to open the bag? Of course you do. Skip up here, close to the camera. No, not behind it. Side of the camera. Yeah, look at that.
Go. Watch. Thank you very much. I've appreciated the last 7 years a great deal. And thank you, Kim, for your year.
Absolutely.
Past state president, Kim Duty.
Yay!
Do you want this?
Nope. I got mine. What is that?
This is a resolution.
Okay.
Whereas Kim Duty has served this association for a number of years, and whereas Kim has served the past year as president with distinction, dedication, ingenuity, and with great leadership. Therefore, be it resolved, the Oregon State Elks Association in convention assembled extend to Kim the sincere appreciation of every officer, committee person, and member for the successful association year just completed. Signed this 24th day of April, 2021, myself and Executive Secretary Emma Pletz. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll
What
let
did
you put your-
No, I got the coveted dang. Very nice. Thank you so much. And a goodie.
You get to open something.
I get to open a goodie. I promise I won't cry no more. I promise. No more. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm switching that out right now. Taking this one off. Thank you very much. No more speeches. I'm not crying. It's been my honor and pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Now we're going to do things a little bit differently. Normally, when a new president is installed, of course, their family is invited to convention to be introduced. I mentioned earlier that my family was online watching this entire event today. So I'd like to introduce them, but before I do that, it's already been mentioned a couple of times, but first of all, I want to extend my sincere thanks to all veterans who have served our country. Second, I would like to personally thank Jan Jackson, Emma Pletz, Tony Baker, Blake Whitson, and past state president Kim Duty, and all of the other members who have put in countless hours for this weekend. I would also like to thank the Metro District for all of their support and confidence that they have placed in me throughout the entire years. I would also like to extend a personal welcome to Grand Exalted Ruler Paul Ryan and his lovely wife Stacy. I'd like to thank you for visiting us during your busy travels, and I welcome you to come back when we're actually in full mode operating in the state. I grew up attending Elks events and activities as my parents, Ellis and Ruby Shipley, which many of you know, were tremendously active in several of the Metro District lodges. Dad was a charter member of the Forest Grove Elks Lodge and subsequently became a life member of Hillsborough Lodge. They taught dance lessons at the Elks and recruited a lot of new Elk members. In doing so, Dad is also a past trustee chairman and filled other numerous officer positions. Dad, I know you're watching. He also competed on several district and state champion ritual teams, winning all state honors himself and participating in several national contests. It was pretty cool to have Dad as the candidate my Exalted Ruler year when we were in Portland, Oregon in 2009 and 10. Mom was always by his side, but she passed away a little over a year ago. But I know she's by his side right now and looking down proudly upon their son. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sponsoring me into the Elks and showing me the support for the past 20 years. Thank you for your tremendous support throughout the years. I have 2 younger brothers and 1 younger sister, Randy, Rhonda, and Russ. Russ lives in Las Vegas with his wife, Kathy, and their family. And their son, Daniel Emmett, you might have seen on America's Got Talent because he made the top 10 a couple of seasons ago. Randy lives in Ohio with his wife, Audrey, and both of their sons are veterans. My sister Rhonda lives in Forest Grove with her husband, Ken, and they all have grown children and some grandchildren. My wife, Pam, and I have 3 children, as I mentioned, and have our 10th grandchild on the way. 7 boys and 3 girls. Huh? Did I count that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm running out of toes and fingers to count. They have frequented the Elks Lodges on many occasions, and I know a lot of you in here and online have met them many times because they've gone to the Elks Lodge. They also grew up in the lodges, coming to the Meadowwood work parties and all the other events that we've had. And hopefully, I can't see the screen, but our youngest child, Marcus, he's shown here with his family, Maria and Haley. Marcus and Maria both spent many years taking care of adults who needed special care, and Royce now works in construction. Their daughter, Haley, plays on nationally ranked soccer teams. They live in Gaston, Oregon. Our middle child, Raina, is shown here with her husband, Jason, and their family, Kinsler, who is now 2 months old, Casey, a nationally ranked wrestler, and Caitlin, Caleb, and Kinson. They all play sports, are very active in school, and Kinson was the first antler president of the Hillsboro Elks Lodge. I had the honor of initiating Raina into our lodge, the Hillsboro Lodge, a few years ago. She's a special ed teacher, and Jason works in construction. They all live in Hillsboro, Oregon. Our oldest child, Richard, is shown here with his family, his wife, Leah, and Madison, Jackson, and Richie. Richard was an Army captain and served in the Iraq War in Operation Iraqi Freedom with the 1st Cav Division out of Fort Hood, Texas. Leah is an audiologist, and they own and operate 3 clinics in Texas and Louisiana. If you are counting, that's 9 grandchildren. So Rich and Leah are expecting our 10th, another boy, in a few months. They reside in the hills above Austin, Texas. They all plan to be here with us today, as I mentioned, but in the middle of the pandemic and the COVID-19 county restrictions, obviously they're unable to do so. The Oregon Elks have been coming to Seaside, Oregon, off and on for many years now. And after a few years away from the beautiful city, we are back. It all starts right here now as we rebuild our Oregon lodges with a new, re-spirited enthusiasm. And something else started here in Seaside just over 44 years ago. Pam and I met on Broadway just by the turnaround. And then, I'll keep this clean, with each of our friends, we met up at Dairy Queen across the street here from the lodge and talked. I told her I could build her a fire on the beach. And she was so impressed with that feat, after dating for a year, she granted me the honor of becoming my wife. I still build her a fire, but right now I just turn on one switch for the flames and one switch for the blowers. But seriously, Pam's been here for all my years in support, and she's a true life partner for me. Well, this weekend, the Oregon State Elks Association Summer Convention in Seaside didn't exactly work out the way we had all planned. But hopefully everyone has been comfortable with what would occur and did occur given all the COVID-19 pandemic restrictions. Numerous counties changed positions this week, and a lot of them are now in the high-risk category. That means yet another shift in how our Oregon lodges must operate for the next few weeks at least. Regardless, we will conduct our business and do the best that we can this upcoming weekend and during the upcoming year under extraordinary circumstances in accordance with our statutes, rules, regulations, and bylaws. Our state needs us, Oregon Elks, now more than ever. We were there when the pandemic started. We were there when the wildfires started, and we were there when the homeless needed us. And we remain ready to help those less fortunate despite suffering many losses ourselves, in some cases even losing loved ones and elk friends. It has been an extraordinarily tough year for our state and for our nation. Yet we persevere. I thank past State President Kim Duty for her tenacity and her leadership. And I thank those that have mentored me along the way, particularly the past 7 years that I have served as the Metro District Vice President. Past State Presidents Bill Patrick, Steve May, Mary Williams, and Keith Mills often offered me advice. And sometimes I followed it, and sometimes I didn't. But I always listened. I apologize for not naming everyone who has advised me over the years, but we would be here all day if I tried to do so. I also wish to thank Pam's and my traveling partners each year: Frank and Rilla Zacconi, Beth and Bob Cox, Ron and Linda Beamer, Rudy and Carol Pletz, Mike and Karen Finch, and Bill and Cody Rhodes.
Bill and Cody, Bill and Cindy.
Bill and Cindy Rhodes. How did I get Cody out of that?
I don't know.
Who typed this? Oh, I did. I apologize to Cody, and I apologize to Cindy, and I apologize to Bill. Yeah. I did want to go back and mention, because I did miss something. Pam actually has 4 sisters: Lori, Shelley, Sherry, and Carrie. They all live in Vancouver, Washington, and Pam's parents unfortunately are deceased, but they also supported us throughout the Elks years and attended many Elk events with us. Since we will not be having most of the traditional activities, events, and agenda topics as normally would occur this weekend, we will have a very big fall seminar agenda full of business and social activities and sessions when it occurs in Oregon City in mid-October. Grand Exalted Ruler Paul Ryan and Stacy, we personally invite you back, as I mentioned earlier, because hopefully we'll be under less restrictions. If you so desire to come back, you're always welcome. As many of you know, I am extremely big on communication, and I like to include anyone who has a vested interest. I also believe in cooperation and operating in a complete team environment. The Oregon Elks are a team. Pam and I have a very tight travel schedule, and it is front-loaded in the fall months between September and October and November in order to have our official district visitations completed before the holidays and winter weather sets in. That also allows for flexibility in case any of those visits have to be rescheduled. We personally invite every officer and member to participate in every visitation as much as desired. We have themed events planned, and we want to meet those of you whom we have not met yet. Proceeds from Pam's pin sales will go towards the Betty Heiss Foundation, and she is a new director for the cancer research. Her pins have 7 butterflies signifying support for cancer research within the 7 districts. Proceeds from my pin sales will go towards the Veterans, Eyes, and Meadowwood. My pin has a ship because that is one of my nicknames, amongst other things. And we are going to Grand Lodge in Tampa, which has pirate ships. My pin also has Mount Hood, vineyards, roses, and of course an elk and a meadow to represent Oregon. My pin also says 7 districts, and it has the words of my theme, strength in numbers. That's what we have right now, 7 districts with well over 20,000 members. That's strength, so let's use it to bring our lodges back to life from this pandemic and show everyone what Elks can really do. Let's use our strength to grow quality membership, to expand our charitable work, to spread the word about our benevolent order, and to stretch our outreach to those that now need us most. Please do not hesitate to contact me at any time you feel it is necessary, and Pam and I sincerely look forward to a great year ahead. Our communities needs us now more than ever, and we do have strength in numbers to accomplish anything we want. Thank you very much for this fraternal high honor you have bestowed upon Pam and I as your state president and first lady. Thank you.